Not at this point. It's too dangerous.
Think so?
Yeah. They said he's probably in drive. So they'll put a unit right up against his bumper.
Traffic clear.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Please.
Already in there, or you're down?
He's in park. Yeah, you can wake him up if you want. Try.
Charlie 4 shut back here on trailer.
There he is. Okay. The cops are here for you. Yep.
Yeah.
They're right behind you.
10-4, Delta 310, I'll show you now.
Huh? It might have been, but he was in park, so he wasn't like sitting in drive right in the drive-through.
Possible paper plate 14970, Lincoln 3, Patrol 2.
Just like he was sleeping.
Do you have a direction of travel?
He was parked, but he was.
Yeah, he wasn't sitting in drive or anything, so we knocked on the window.
10 runner, 10-4, Delta 3, Delta 4.
Yeah.
Report, 10-4.
10-4.
They're gonna talk to him.
Right, STD.
Now he's freaking sitting there. Dumbass didn't pull away.
Should have just left.
Right on color.
Delta 4, do we have a return on that plate?
Okay. Suburban wine color.
So we beat the
2021.
cops to the passed out in the drive-through call. The dude was in park, but he was just conked out.
Charlie 410, hold the phone, put me on Delta 4 East.
Charlie 410, Delta 4, 10.
He was just conked out, sitting in the driver's seat in park. So he's either drunk or really, really tired.
I lost him on one of these streets.
He's probably been drinking. He put it in park, but he wasn't sitting right in the drive-through. He was sitting kind of cockeyed in a lane leading up to the drive-through. He put it in park, but he was just straight up conked out, head sitting on his chest. But at least he wasn't sitting in drive with his foot on the brake. We've seen that before. The cops are going to talk to him and try to figure out if he's just tired, if he's drunk. And we were waiting just down the road when we heard this call, so we beat the cops here. And sometimes you get lucky and the call's a block down the road and you get there first. I don't know, like, seriously, most of the time we find somebody passed out in the drive-through lane around here. They're not just tired. They're drunk. And he wasn't even properly in the drive-through lane. He was off to the side of it. He didn't make it into a parking spot. He wasn't in the drive-through lane right. So if he's tired, he gotta be really, really damn tired.
Looks like 8. No, he doesn't. Either he's drunk or he doesn't have a license.
Yeah.
Check in to make sure that somebody's not sitting there dead in the car. Yeah, but somebody who's actually drunk, I don't want them taking off and the cops not knowing, because I really, really don't like drunk drivers.
Yeah. I mean, it's a thing that, I mean, technically they're on private property. They can't, but at the same time, I kind of agree with it. I mean, if it's drunk.
I'm a professional truck driver. At some point, you got to take responsibility on the road. If you're so tired that you passed out in the drive-through, you can pull into the parking spot and take a 15-minute nap. You want to go to the other side? Let's go to the other side. Just stay back. Just stay back.
Accidental? Sorry.
Yeah, somebody called in because he was passed out, head lolling in the drive-through line, right over here. So somebody called it in. And we just made it here before the cops did, but
Charlie 430 SFST started.
105.
now see, that's a sin. He's driving in flip-flops. That's a mortal sin. Normally, they couldn't mess with him on private property, but it's different when you're drunk and it's not your own private property, right? He was definitely operating a motor vehicle, sitting out, passed out drunk with it idling. And then when we tapped on the window, he started moving, so the cops did see him driving. So, most states, that's operating a motor vehicle in public. Well, he's not turning his head.
What's your fast lane? Papa 138487. Oh, yes, we both have that first line.
Yeah, this will be the second time in Corpus that I've beaten the cops to a passed out driver in the Whataburger drive-through lane call. Last time, Authority Check and the Chronica were with me. This time we got Corners News. They're cuffing him. Man, he didn't pass the eye test. They didn't even bother with anything else.
Sorry for 80. I don't know what custody at your 109. You're here for work.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were just waiting down the road and actually beat the cops here. And he was sitting out here in park, so we knocked on it, and he woke right up. But looks like he didn't eat the truck. He was sitting right here in the drive-through line.
In the drive-through?
Yeah, just passed out. This is the second time I've beat the cops to somebody passed out in the drive-through line. Call it a Whataburger. Oh yeah, no, you have to. The last time it was a guy in a van, and he had it in drive, and the cops had to do the bumper to bumper to make sure he didn't crash into anybody. So he had it in park, but it looks like he didn't even pass the flashlight test.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because we already know where he's going.
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
Perfect. Delta 3, I'm clear. Okay, perfect.
Whataburger managers are nice here in Corpus.
It'll be possibly 36, where's their college kids in his bag. Did you want us to get it back out there?
They're trying to double cuff him. Yeah, he lost his pen. Yeah, they didn't even bother with any of the walking tests. Looks like he didn't pass the flashlight. Horizontal nystagmus test. So I guess they're going to take him straight in and probably do a breathalyzer on him once they get him down to the station. Yeah, guys, we're pretty chill with the cops here in Corpus. They very, very rarely mess with us.
Custody, 110. Case number 7.
He must have had a lot on if he didn't pass the nystagmus test straight up.
Yeah, his eyes were just all over the place.
Oh, jeez.
Which is, I think his last trip was probably before he had left.
Good lord.
Like
He was just.
yeah, I believe it. His eyes were like super red. He was just, I'd point this way and they were just bouncing back.
This is the second time here at home where I've beaten you guys to a Whataburger with a passed out driver in the drive-through lane because it just happens so much.
I know, it's crazy. It's like almost every night. I appreciate y'all coming, man.
We're just here to watch and make sure nobody gets hurt. I say you never know when you're gonna show up to one of these and it's somebody like going into diabetic shock or something.
Exactly. We've had those before.
Yep. That's what every time I come out here, I've got a full med kit. Not for diabetics, but
other things.
Anything trauma-like. You never know when you're going to show up to a billiard hall where somebody just got shot.
Yeah.
Seems to happen every weekend now. And they're saying his eyes were shot and he couldn't even look straight. He wasn't turning his head, but it's because his eyes were just doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's drunk as fuck. That guy drunk, according to the cops. Oh yeah, I got a tourniquet. Chest seals, big bandages, splint, all the major wound stuff. But, no, I've got the quick clot Fort Worth. I got the real stuff. I ain't got to deal with the make do stuff. I got the real stuff. Well, that's what that's what you used to use Fort Worth, but now they've got they've pretty much got quick clot tampons for that kind of stuff. Where it's the same kind of thing, but you're gonna put a clotting agent in. You got to be careful though. There's some types of the quick clot family type of things you don't want to do on internal wounds because they're kind of cauterizing. So you don't want to cauterize somebody's liver. So it depends on which kind of blood clotter you're using, whether or not you can use it on penetration wounds. No, I don't have Narcan. I think Narcan's expensive, isn't it? Yeah.
Can we even buy it?
Pretty sure you could. But I mean, it's going to expire. It's going to be expensive.
I think you need a...
Narcan would be a pretty expensive thing for us to carry around.
Why should we?
Within reason, guys. I mean, we're not going to shoot insulin into a diabetic coma person. That's what medics are for.
Do you need a prescription for Narcan?
No. There's got to be a way to get it. It's not a prescription med. Not as the shot. Like Narcan in the hospital would be prescription, but not the little quick nasal applicator thing for emergencies.
Got people?
No, he was not sleeping it off safely. He was passed out in the drive-through lane. He didn't make it into a parking spot. If he had made it into a parking spot, probably nobody would have called it in. But he was
Made it to a parking spot.
yeah. I said if he had made it to a parking spot, nobody would have given a damn.
It was kind of on the way.
I think he was so drunk that he tried to get into the drive-through line and he missed it.
Maybe.
That's kind of what he did. He tried to get into the drive-through line and he kind of missed it. Or either that was the drive-through line and everybody went around him now the other direction. They might have actually been in the drive-through line, right? They passed out and everybody drove around him. Yeah, the people called in because he was passed out in the drive-through lane. That's what the call came in as. We were just a block down the road, so we made it here first.
If you can find it, if you continue on Fairfax County, I'm going to extra that.
All right, well, I think that's good. Alleged drunk driver passed out in the drive-through lane is now going to jail. He failed the eye tests horribly, so they didn't bother with anything else, and they're just taking him straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail just off the eye test. So that's pretty bad. The cop doesn't even think he needs to do anything else besides the eye test. Then you're pretty plastered.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's certified.
Well, I said they'll probably take him, make him do a breathalyzer down at jail.
Or blood work or something.
Yeah. All right. We're going to sign off
For now.
for now. See if anything else interesting happens. We had a shots fired call, but no actual witnesses. So no reports of anybody getting shot yet tonight. See you guys around.